we've got the wheels back from the sandblasters. I just give them a quick fizz of primer just to try and seal them up a bit. Anyway, I've done where the tyre goes was really pitted and eaten away. So what we've done, we've given them a coat of truck bed liner. What's it called? Raptor, tintable Raptor. Comes in just shooted out of a Schultz gun. Add 100 millilitres of whatever colour you want in 2-pack paint. Top it up with the hardener, give it a good shake, and then shoot and away you go. It's quite a tough finish, so if it's, you see it on YouTube where people are hitting it with a hammer and everything, it doesn't chip, so it'll be plenty good enough. It'll added a few extra years life to these old rims. They've cleaned up quite good. I've just given them a Scotch-Brite off just to key them up for the first top coat. That one came from Jason Smith down in Yeovil, the breaker. That's quite a good rim, but the other rim I had to weld up. This one was off the tractor. There was 2 holes that are probably as big as my fingernails there and there, but we managed to dress them in. And there was quite a bit of welding on one side down here, where it must have been sat with a flat tyre for a long time. But anyway, I built there it is, there, see how pitted it is here? And it gradually gets better there. Had to build all that up with weld. Same again here. You can see how rough it's been. And then it gets nice and smooth there, where I had to build it up with weld and grind it up. You know, good 6-inch section there. Anyway, certainly see me out. Someone else will be worrying about it next time it's rusty. That's all for now. Well, it's a lovely sunny day and it's perfect weather for getting these wheels painted in some top coat silver for the Super BMD Farmall. They've had a coat of Raptor where the tyre goes, just to try and give them a few extra years. The centres are in just grey primer. I'm just about to give them the first top coat. I've just given them a quick go of this Raptor adhesion promoter. I've never used this before, so we'll see what it does. But anyway, it's meant to help the paint stick, so we've gone all around the edges where the tyre levers are probably going to scuff it up when we fit the tyres. We've got the new tyres ready, and yeah, we're going to make the mess at work rather than make it at home in the garage. There goes. Using just a little gun, it's more easier to control than a big one, just blasting it out. Well, here's the results after the first coats. I must say that adhesion promoter, it really does make a difference, you know. It's touch wood, I can't see any runs in it, and I was laying it on quite thick because I don't want to do this job too often. But considering how scabby they were when they come back from the sandblasters, they've come out quite good. Any paint I've got left over, I'll just keep filling up, colouring in the wheel well. But like this, the Raptor's gone off nice and hard. The reason I set them up on these channels is with these little wedges, as I paint it I can just slide it along and chock it again. It's far easier to paint them that way than lying down, because you're trying to turn them over and you end up getting covered in paint. So this is the easiest way that I found. Just move your little chock up, gently slide it along. And then just slide the back chock in. See, the middle's already covered, so that way you can get the last bit. I don't know how good you'll be able to see that, whether the camera's picking it up, but they look really good. That adhesion promoter's helped a lot. Usually when I've painted rims like this in the past, they've run because of the way gravity just drags the paint down. But honest, I don't think I've got a run in them. Now we've got one good covering on them now, and it's been probably about 10-15 minutes or so, so it's just be nice and tacky. That'll act like glue for the next coat to stick to it. So we're going to try, this could be a recipe for disaster, spraying with the camera running close up, trying to multitask and do two things at once. It might look a bit like it's in the shadows there, but I can see it's just the camera's picking up on the... Look at the day today for spraying, perfect. Well, there they are, they've had plenty of paint. I mixed a little bit too much paint, I've actually got a cupful left. And it's a shame to waste it, so I'll just use it up on the inside where the tyre goes, just to really give it a bit extra protection. They've turned out quite nice, considering how rough they were and they needed welding up and that. They've come out quite good. See, if the tyres are right on it, you fit to travel. You can go up the road. I'm going to get it road registered, the Super BMD, and you can go up the road without worrying about your tyres or anything, because the amount of rust and corrosion that was in these, the rust flakes, I've had tractors in the past where the rust flakes have actually punctured the inner tube, so you've not got a nail in it or something's cut the tyre, it's actually the rust from inside has, you know, done the inner tube in, so it's better off out anyway. It's certainly added a few extra years to them rims. Like I say, I'm doing this at work to try and keep the overspray here rather than at home, keep the mess here. Anyway, the tyres are through here. I've had these for about a month or so ready. I've got the inner tubes. They've been here that long, they've actually got a bit of water in them when it rained. But it'll look a lot better. Just putting some fresh rubber on them. I've gone for BKTs. They're not the cheapest, but not the most expensive either. Just middle of the road. It's not like it's going to be in production or used every day. So there we go, that's where we're up to for now. Got the bonnet off, we're just about to do the heater plugs, put the modern conversions in. I think I've found the source of my steering play. We've got almost a quarter of a turn. So I'm guessing that must be keyed or something, and that something's come adrift in there. We'll have to investigate. Now then, YouTube, working on the BMD and the Super BMD. We've got the front off this, we've got the steering shaft out of here, took it out, that's why the bonnet's loose. The keyway's worn. Here's the steering shaft. Now the keyway goes into this UJ here, but it's worn in the shaft, the other piece, so I'm going to machine the other end up. I've got a new keyway, ordered a new keyway. It's a 7/8 by 3/16 key, Woodruff key, if anyone needs to know that in the future, save them looking. Get the steering sorted on this one. We've got heater plugs. Dad's going to fit the heater plugs. They're a bit fiddly. You either need a real slimline socket, or we'll have to pop the injector out just to get the nut out for the heater plugs. Anyway, on with the BMD. Looks a lot better with the coat of, it's had 2 coats of a watt roll paint conditioner. And so's this. And well, while we're working on them here in the back garden, just for convenience, it just it keeps the weather off them, because it gives them like almost like a clear coat almost. It sets like a semi-matte finish. And when it rains, the water just like repels off it, like as if it's been waxed. There it is, if anyone needs to have a go with it. A water oil, paint conditioner, and rust inhibitor. Just pour it on a rag, buff it in, or use an old sponge and buff it in. You can spray it with a paraffin gun as well. Anyway, Dad's been working on this one. This one's got an extra filter in this CAV filter. We've mucked out and cleaned the brass gauze and put a new rubber seal in this glass jar. We've got the new filters in here, new copper washers. I've just today got the filters for this one. The other tractor doesn't have that extra filter. And then we've got a couple of fuel lines to replace that have gone a bit juicy. Proper farmer fix. Rubber hose and a wire twisted. We'll be bringing the wheels tomorrow. That wheel will be coming off. That'll just be a spur wheel. The rim's a bit rough on the inside. So I'll be bringing the wheels that I've painted. They'll look a lot better. I said in one of the other videos, we've put new front rims on. New bolts to hold it all together. I've applied through the Tractor Club, the National Vintage Tractor and Engine Club, to get the road registration documents and that, so we'll get an age related plate for it. So we're in the process of that, then we'll be fit to travel. I've got my two helpers with me. There's Lucy waving for the camera, and there's Charlie. What are you doing? That's where we're up to now. What else would you rather be doing on a Friday evening?